All right, welcome to Eastern Hancock High School as we're here on a beautiful Saturday morning for a cross-country invitational, the only invitational here for the Royals. And hopefully you can hear me and everything seems to be working okay, I hope. Um, so we've got a few different camera angles we're going to be using for you today. This is one. And we'll try to cover all the action as much as possible. And it's really hard for us to tell when things are starting. So you have the, and as we got a drone shot here from Coach Gallion. So
Hello, hello.
I like that view, though I don't have it zoomed in to get rid of your.
Hey, I need more slack here.
Okay, it's all twisted.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
Okay. I wonder if they can hear me. I don't,
No, it's this cord has a bad spot in it.
is it fixed now?
No.
You want the other?
Yeah, give me the other headset.
All right, hold on. Officials talking to them. Maybe. All right, now we've got our audio fixed, we hope. It looks like the starter's getting ready to move and possibly begin this first boys race. And I'm going to have to do some adjusting. Once this race starts, I'm going to adjust that camera angle. Just want to check a few things. And they'll be running right at us in this angle. We're getting ready to start here. First race, boys race, followed by the high school girls. And then we'll have middle school events a little bit later. If you chat on YouTube or Facebook, we can see it here where we're at. And it always helps to make sure that everything seems to be working. So if you are watching, we'd like to know where you're watching from and what school you're supporting. And then it also lets us know that everything's working right. We're waiting on the starter. Yep, looks like they're getting ready.
There's the gun.
All right.
There is a gaggle of Hagerstown Tigers up there, kind of at the lead, although they're getting a little bit of separation now.
I'm going to do some adjusting to your camera here. They're going to run by the bleacher here. And then if you got them from after they run by here, hopefully you see your favorite runner come by. See a little bit of an adjustment here.
And I don't have my roster in front of me because I'm also controlling our cameras, but I know Hagerstown, we were talking earlier, has, I think, 6 of the top 10 seeds here today?
Yep. I think I finally got your camera set up. Your drone.
Okay.
That's a good shot. And we're going to rely a lot there here in a little bit on. He's able to get to a lot of places that we can't get to from where we're at. So
Now, is that, again, I can't look and control. I believe that is Tinkle from Hagerstown that's way out front there. He's got the fastest seed. They got a good cross-country program.
I'm going to jump to multi-view, see what that looks like. And we're both able to follow. I'm not following very well. Where's our leader? So we're basically running along 250 north there. The leader is.
And again, I believe that's Tinkle from Hagerstown.
Do more adjusting to your camera.
As they kind of run this little dog leg where they go around and back. You can see the rest of the field there waving at cars as they go by.
There. Third and fourth place looks to be coming through between the baseball and softball fields.
Yep. Turn the wrong way.
Again, I hope we're not just talking to ourselves and this is going on. I might check it here as we have no comments. I think we're good. You can see there in the map of the course on campus. There we go. It's having some issues.
As they're now, leaders are now going behind the visitor bleachers over there.
There we have a comment. There are people watching. Coach got in.
There we go. As they cross back by the start line. I believe our starter looks like Hayden Uten, who does a lot of our meets.
Closing in on 6 minutes in the race. Now they're going to move toward the right side of the map there, which would be the east end of campus. Right now, I'm kind of sticking to this multi-view. It's been a little bit easier for me.
Okay.
And people can look where they want. Have you noticed any Royals?
I'm looking through a 2-inch screen, so
Yeah.
I have not. It's right there. They're at the, you can see painted on the course the 2K mark.
As they move to the other end, we're going to probably stick with the drone camera, as the other cameras don't really help us too much until they come back, or at least to the south side of campus. You can see the path there.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking to follow. We still believe Hagerstown's got quite a few runners that we expect to be very competitive.
And from this distance, it's impossible to identify who's who.
We don't want to be a distraction, so Coach Gowdy's flying high enough to avoid being a distraction of the race.
Yeah, that was one of the things I wanted to make sure not to interrupt any of the runners, and I think we're at a good spot right now.
I'm getting winded just watching.
Yeah. I would have made it about to the bleachers, and then I would have had to stop.
I'm going to set up. See if I can find when they come up on the south side of the stands, or south side of the campus, sorry. They're running along 1050, right?
Yep, that's 1050 right there. That's that pack of Hagerstown Tigers that we saw at the start. Again, really strong team for Hagerstown. I'm going to try to get over here and then catch them as they come.
I'm going to go multi-view for.
Sorry, I'm just trying to
You're
get
fine.
an angle.
And then people can see the map. As we're on the far right of that map is where they're running. And like in the top right corner, there should be someone, our leader, I would think would be getting closer to that area.
He's right.
You have him. Is that who you have, the leader there?
This is, no, not quite yet. I'm
Okay.
still finding him. This is the lead pack right here.
I have it over by the entrance. Yep, and I think I see our leaders coming up toward the main entrance of the school, past the Eastern Hancock sign. I think, unless I'm behind a runner.
No, you're right there.
They're getting ready to make a U-turn. Yep.
I'll kind of camp out here at this U-turn.
Trying to find the best view here. We have a middle school tennis invitational going on as well today, so a lot of stuff going on campus.
Tracking our lead runner here.
Yeah, I see that. If we could just pop up their name, that would be some serious technology. As we can see, it's tracking. Sorry, we're not sure who it is. See if I can pull this up. And if you came here looking for expert cross-country commentating,
You didn't come to the right place.
yeah, this was not it.
And if you came here looking for competent drone work, you were also in the wrong spot.
I think it looks good. It looks better on that side of the campus than it did last year. That's for sure. I'm trying to look up who the top seeds were, but to see if we could figure out who the runner was in the lead.
I believe it looked like a Wisdom Builders uniform. So,
Okay.
Wisdom Builders homeschool always has a really strong cross-country program. But again, I don't have a roster in front of me.
Closing in on, it's currently 14 minutes and 18 seconds into this race.
And I believe the leaders were seated at about 17 minutes, so closing in on the finish here.
I'm going to kind of backtrack to a direction, and I feel like our map might not be exactly the same as what they're running. I may be wrong. It may be different this year.
Yeah, it looks like they've kind of adjusted the course.
We did not get an updated map, but it's a similar type map. I think they do a little bit different there in the upper right section of the map. We do have some people thanking us for streaming the event.
Oh, you're welcome. Joe did all the work.
No.
Still got a couple of people back here.
I think we have most of the area that the runners are covered. If you're not familiar where Eastern Hancock is, we're right next to I-70.
Yep. As you can see, the interstate there. We got a good finish here.
Need to adjust cameras. I think we, oh no. There we go. 16 minutes and 52 seconds. Trying to figure out where. Whoa. Sorry, if you don't watch the top right camera. Just ignore the spinning.
This last little bit here where they run through the pine trees and then around the middle school softball field for the finish.
Yep, as we're seeing runners come into view in the kind of final stretch here.
Yep. Would you have that much kick left?
No. I would have already been on the couch somewhere. Stopped. I'm having some zooming issues with this joystick. Or maybe it's the camera. So you see our leader coming in. Approximately, that's not official time, that's very estimated, 1840. And some other runners coming to the finish. And then we'll have a decent amount of time where we're just going to watch runners come in here throughout the field.
There's a good finish. And again, I could get down a little lower, but I'm trying to stay up and out of the way of everybody, so I'm trying to not interfere with the race at all. So that's why I'm staying up here where instead of getting maybe the better shots of the finish there.
And there's power lines on that side of campus.
And there's power lines.
Which is not recommended to hit those. Just past 20 minutes. We believe the order of the races today are going to be high school boys, then high school girls, then middle school boys, middle school girls. We'll also be somewhat limited on drum battery, so we may have to bring it down and and during a race, and so make sure we have battery charge for the next race. You can see on the right top right screen you have runners coming up right toward the finish line, and then the bottom left is the finish line. Coach Gallions in the top left is a little bit before the top right, so if you're trying to get oriented on which camera is what point, the top left leads to the top right to the bottom left. I don't have a number of how many people are watching.
That I can't help with.
I'm looking it up. You're doing all the work right now because I'm pretty stationary.
We get a good finish here.
We can be found on, if you want to share it out there, we're on YouTube, Facebook, and IHSAA TV. YouTube is EH Athletics. Facebook is EH Sports Network.
It's a beautiful morning.
Yeah.
You could not ask for a better day. Just a little bit overcast. Wonderful weather for running.
That's what I thought up when I got up this morning, is I could take a jog. But I had to come here and get set up. So I had to skip my jog this morning.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
I considered getting a camera and I would just chase the leader around on foot. But
Didn't want to beat him.
no, thought we would go with the drone instead.
Yeah, you don't want to embarrass a kid by outrunning him
With holding a camera.
while holding a camera.
Oh, I'd say we've got about 6 on Facebook and approximately 12 to 15 on YouTube.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, cross country can be difficult to do when you're trying to navigate and see everything that's going on. I'm just going to leave it parked right here for just a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's a good view.
So real quick, the teams, if I can get this pulled up, if the teams that are here today, we have Alexandria, Anderson Prep, Rushville has their middle school here, obviously Eastern Hancock, George Washington High School out of Indianapolis, Hagerstown High School, Lutheran High School, Knightstown is here, Morristown is here, Purdue Polytech from Indianapolis is here, Traders Point Christian, and then we talked about Wisdom Builders and Union Modoc are all here today. So this Invitational has grown over the last couple years, and I want to say they named it after Gary Powers, who was a longtime track and cross country coach here.
Softball,
a
basketball.
little bit of everything, yeah.
Yes.
But he did everything, and I think it's a cool way. And Coach Spalding decided, hey, let's name the Invitational after. Sorry, my drone's telling me I got to land. So you might go off of that camera for a sec. But no, when Spalding said, hey, we want to name this after Gary Powers, I think that was like a done deal. Just such a an amazing mentor for so many kids over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm watching my drone. Hope it lands where it's supposed to land. It looked like it was not, so.
Had some issues with my camera. Let's try to see.
And as we said, we're limited by battery life here too. So one of the things, we've only got so many batteries. So we're going to try to get all the races, but I can only promise what I can do here. So I'm going to go swap out batteries.
This camera is leading right up to the start finish. Start finish is right to the left, so hopefully we can see our leaders come in. The field come in. Leaders have already come in a while ago. Runners are, see if I can, I'm not sure where we're at or if we're just starting to get ready for the girls race. If we had a final runner come in. Nope. Let me look down. Oh, I still see the official there at the start finish line, or the finish line there. So we do still have runners out. I'd hate to be sitting here and miss the start of the next. We're not really, well, they are kind of lined up down there. Girls race is getting ready. There we have a runner still coming in. But it's kind of, we're a decent distance away from the action over there, so we have a hard time knowing exactly what's going on or where they're at.
Okay, sorry, I'm back. I had a lot of stairs to climb to go.
You're
Replace
winded.
the battery. I'm winded now.
Yeah.
Well, there's not a flat space around us to take off, so I gotta launch from the track.
It's not like these cross-country runners just running, on grass, and they're not going up bleachers.
No, they're not working nearly as hard as I am right now. So as we see the last couple finishers here. Girls are getting ready to start. Are the girls lined up? I can't.
They're kind of over there, but we have it. I can see at least a couple in the distance runners.
Okay.
By the middle school softball, unless that's apparent. They are kind of lined up in that area, but I think they're more of in warm-up mode.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out if I need to launch or not. Well, the cross country becomes a little difficult too sometimes to follow, simply because you you see kids running around and you're like, oh, they're getting ready to go, and they're middle school or they're
Right.
something else. But looking at this girls' race, top seed times: Sydney Johnson from Eastern Hancock, Annabelle Callow from Purdue Polytech, Avery Blunk from Hagerstown, Kaylee Swan from Eastern Hancock, Catherine Martin from Knightstown, Emily Burrish from Wisdom Builders, Abigail Smith, Macy Favorite, and Madison Tompkins, all from, Madison's from Knightstown. Abigail and Macy are from Hagerstown. Clara Fulton from Anderson Prep, Sophia Garvin from Hagerstown. So, and everybody really is, there's a lot of runners at the top there that are all kind of in a gaggle together that could win this thing.
And do you have that for the boys that just finished this race, since we really didn't give credit to some of the top runners?
Yeah, and so you had Bryce Tinkle, I said, from Hagerstown, was the top seed with John Berger from Wisdom Builders right behind him. Eric Metzger-Pearson from Purdue Polytech Inglewood. Hayden Pruitt from Hagerstown. Kendrick Herr from Hagerstown. Ben Smith from Hagerstown. Kendon Miller from Alexandria. Zach Logston from Hagerstown. Braden Sanders from Hagerstown. Oliver Hunt from Purdue Polytech. I can go through the whole list, but
Right.
there's about 50 runners there. So that gives you about the top 10. The Royals that were in the race today, we had Davis Decker, Austin Hewer, and Solomon Wagner were the three Royals. Hey, we got the Lion out here today.
Oh, really?
We got our Lion mascot.
Where's he? Oh, I see him. Let's see if I can. I just missed him. Oh. He got right. Oh, there he is. He's been at a lot of events lately.
Yes, he has.
Leo, I believe, is his name.
I call him Aslan
Okay.
or Nemean from the lion that Hercules slayed in his first of his 12 labors.
I'm trying to see where the official is. You're going to see a little takeoff. You're going to see the area that we're at. I think he's going to at least scout out what it looks like over there. Looks like they could be getting ready. It's kind of cleared out the start-finish. We are going to stop the clock so I can reset.
Yeah, you can see the starter. He's there talking to the ladies. Come back here. Zoomed in too far there.
Sydney Johnson, I believe, won this event last year for the Royals.
Yeah, and she is the top-seeded runner again this year. Her sister Kara was also a very good cross-country runner. So again, our starters there, talking to the girls. At this point of the season, there's not a whole lot. They've run enough races. The starter's not telling them anything they don't know.
I think the biggest, and again, my cross-country running experience is none, but I think the biggest thing would just be getting familiar with the course.
Yeah, and that's why you see them get here early so they can run the course, so they know where they're going.
Know where the hills are. No, we only have really one hill, I would say, here. It's just warming up here.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're still waiting on a.
I think we might still be waiting on a boy to finish. Although maybe not. I don't see anybody.
Oh, I need to be on the right camera then. Don't want to miss the beginning here. And it's hard to tell. Let me know if you see that it looks like they're getting ready to start.
I thought it was, but I'm just going to sit here because otherwise I'm going to run out of battery. Waiting on them to start. Starter's walking forward towards the line. I see him over here by the inflatable. Our starter's all the way over here.
So we're not quite ready.
He's checking with the timing trailer, making sure they're ready. Yeah,
The drone is may have to come back sooner.
Yeah, I was going to say we may not get this whole race in if we don't get started soon. I saw them lined up, so I wonder if they're having a problem. It could be a problem with the timing system. Again, we talked about how nice it is today. We're there on the football field. Big win last night. Eastern Hancock defeats the rival Panthers for the 6th straight time.
It's a great crowd.
Great atmosphere.
It's always good when the Royals win. We could use a little rain, I say, as you can see from our.
Yeah, our practice fields are beat up pretty good.
I still feel like we don't look like we're.
Now you can see the.
Ready.
Now he's backing him up. There we go.
They're going to follow the same course here that they just did. There's the course or something similar. They're at that start spot. They're going to move toward the east. I just hit the wrong button.
And you can see all the teams there. I believe those are the Royals there, Sydney and Kaylee in blue. Looks like the Hagerstown Tigers next to them in purple. Wisdom Builders to the right there in red. The gold uniforms on the far right side of your screen is Purdue Poly. Alexandria there in the bright yellow. And then I can't tell if the red here to the far left is Knightstown. That's what it looks like. My mistake if I misspeak.
So the Royals just have, is it just Kaylee and Sydney?
Just Kaylee and Sydney.
I got a feeling your battery's not going to make it this entire race.
No. Not when the seat times are 20 minutes. I don't think it will. Just don't tell our starter, just speed it up. Maybe they'll run really fast times, and this will be
PRs everywhere.
So getting ready. He's got them all set. He's just moving back so he can watch the start. So with cross country, you've got so many runners that the starter has to advance so that he can see and make sure that there's nobody getting jostled and knocked around in that first 100 meters. So he's got to get a line of sight where he can see everything. And typically in an invitational, I haven't seen our second starter, but I'm sure we have one. Typically you have two starters. One's looking at the right side, one's looking at the left, and a lot of times at big, like sectional regional meets, you'll have three starters.
Royals off to a good start there.
Mm-hmm.
Try to do a little better here. I'm just going to stick with the multi-view. I feel like that's looking good. They're running there behind the visiting bleachers right now.
Royals Sydney Johnson out front, Kaylee Swan in second. Although Kaylee looks like she's getting passed. Again, I don't have my roster in front of me by one of the Wisdom Builders runners. And I think familiarity with the course does matter in a sport like cross country. Even though our course is really flat, you think about Sydney, she knows where she likes to kick at. She knows what her pace should be at each section of this course.
Mm-hmm. And you got a long-time coach. Coach Putt knows as well.
Are you implying that he's old?
No, but I will say that we have not had very many cross-country coaches in the school history. So between Todd Bynum and Rex Putt, they've covered up most of the history of cross-country coaches. Sydney's really being pushed there.
is, I believe, that is Annabelle. Nope, that's not Annabelle. Maybe Emily Brush from Wisdom Builders right there in her hip pocket. My apologies for the icon on the screen. I can't really get rid of that, and still it's this part of the course is actually kind of hard to follow the runners.
Mine keeps wanting to focus in on other things. Yeah, that's pretty bad focus.
So again, Sydney's still up front. I'm gonna say that's Annabelle. If it's not, I apologize, but it definitely looks like a Wisdom Builders uniform, and she's their top-seeded runner.
Gonna catch him coming between the fields. As we mentioned, there's a middle school tennis invitational going over here, so lots of people on campus today, all over the campus.
Actually, that Annabelle Carlo was in third, so that was where she's currently at. And again, I apologize for any poor camera work. We tried to hire a better cameraman, but somehow
they were busy.
Cody Hibbert keeps showing up and running the camera for us, and we keep getting stuck with him.
I'm having major focus issues.
Leader's still right there. And this is a good pace. I mean, the pace they're running right now, they could be in for season best kind of times here. We see our new discus ring and shot put ring over there on the far side of the field. I just heard somebody from about a quarter of a mile away yell, "Come on, Sydney." This is a great race here for first place. They're at the 1 mile mark now. And you can see that, I believe, is Carlo from Purdue Polytech, and then it is a long way back to 4th and 5th.
And we still have some runners I've got looking at going between the baseball and softball fields coming through.
Oh, sorry, I just assumed you were on mine.
I have the multi-camera, so you're on. They've been watching you the whole time too.
Oh, okay. Or I mean, Cody.
Yeah. 7 minutes and 18 seconds into this race. As the runners head toward the east end of campus, just like the boys' race earlier.
And again, just like we said in the boys' race, we're trying to stay away so that we're not getting close enough to distract any runners here. And those two still just running step for step.
Yeah.
And sometimes as a runner, that's when you get your best times. You get somebody who's just even with you, and you both end up running a huge personal best.
As soon as we get these runners back past the football field, we'll watch the drone probably exclusively while it's over there until his battery goes. What a race for first, though. I think we still have a battle there between Sydney.
And again, I think the other runner, and again, it looks like a Wisdom Builders uniform. And the top Wisdom Builders runners, Emily Burrish. It could be Knightstown Madison Tompkins, but I think that's a Wisdom Builders uniform there.
If you're not familiar with campus, that's running. They're kind of behind the elementary school
Mm-hmm.
in this section. Eastern Hancock Elementary, Middle School, High School, all connected, which is one of my favorite parts about Eastern Hancock. You can walk from the kindergarten classroom to where the seniors are fairly easily.
Which I do on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now the first grade classroom, if you're watching, Harper. There's our leaders right there. Burrish seems to have extended her lead over Sydney.
They're not passing any cars there from that angle.
No.
Not quite to that speed yet.
Not to the 70-mile-an-hour speed.
Yeah.
The runners again coming back over here.
Is that still our 1-2?
That's still 1-2 right there. It's about an 8-second lead right now.
12 minutes into the race currently.
A little over the halfway point. If I zoom out here, you can see just how badly we need rain.
Yeah.
You said it earlier, but man, you can really tell
Yeah, it sticks out with the drone shot.
over here on the elementary playground. We definitely need it.
This also is our senior night because it's our only home event.
So you see the super senior Kaylee right there. I don't know why it says super senior, but did she redshirt a year that I don't know about?
I don't know.
Again, those front two have really broken away. This is fourth place here on your screen. You can see some more runners.
Has super senior gone through?
I have not seen her.
Super senior Kaylee. She was. We may have missed her.
We might have.
We got runners on the south side of campus. I'm going to go multi-view.
There's Kaylee. Kaylee is one of my favorite students at Eastern Hancock. She is one of those people, you know, you talk all the time in volleyball about Hannah Whitgren always smiling.
Uh-huh.
You've never Kaylee is the same person. She is just a fantastic, fantastic young lady. She is one of those people that is friends with, I think, everyone in the school. She's always smiling. She's always in a great mood and just brings a whole different energy to any class she's in. So she's one that, you know, we're very proud to call an Eastern Hancock Royal.
I really wish they would have parked that bus somewhere else. They were not aware of our live streaming intentions.
Yeah, that would have been helpful. Here we see that lead has opened up even more. Sydney now trailing by a significant margin here. This is a good shot where you can kind of see all the runners as they make this big loop here out in front of the school.
Yeah. One of my favorite mornings I came out here, and I wasn't here for the Invitational, but it was getting ready. It was going,
Mm-hmm.
and I look over. I just go to take some pictures, I think, for the website. I look over, and Coach Gallion, Jay Gallion, had the cheerleaders out there cheering them in that area of the course.
Yep.
And I don't know if they were getting ready to go to a competition or if they were here for that, but I do remember that.
I think that was when she was coaching middle school, maybe. I like whoever painted this. I'm not sure who did all the painting, but I don't think it was Coach Rex Putt, but it might have been.
They had that sign up, a similar sign for Coach Powers. last year.
There is legendary Coach Rex Putt for Eastern Hancock there at the 4K mark.
The track looks good, though. I don't remember those marks there like that in the past.
No, it does. It looks really nice. Again, you can see where each K is. So a cross-country race in high school is 5 kilometers. In middle school, it's only 3 kilometers.
Going to see what I can do with our.
Okay, I got to land.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say, I think he's about to lose that camera. So we're going to see what I can do with seeing that part of the course where they're currently at.
Yeah, I apologize on that.
Yeah. And part of that's just we're so far away from knowing when the race is going to start. We're basically guessing. But we got some good shots of the race. You can maybe see off in the distance here with this camera the runners. They're going to run along I-70, come by the middle school softball field, and then come toward the finish line. And this might be our best angle. Again, we have chat here where we're at. If you send a message on YouTube or Facebook on the video, we can see it here. We did not create a trivia question for tonight or today, this morning. So we apologize. Guess I can make up one. I got one. Like, well, I don't know. I might have already said it. But our all-time winningest junior varsity basketball coach for girls basketball. How about that? Let's use that as our trivia question. Seems appropriate for this morning. Our all-time winningest JV girls basketball coach at Eastern Hancock. Who would that be? If you'd like to answer. And it does have a connection with the cross-country event this morning. I'm closing on 21 minutes here. And I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if finishers have come through or if they're getting ready to come through. I think that's Sydney. Hopefully we'll refocus over here. I've had lots of focus issues with this camera. And I should have just left it where I had it when it was focused. There we go.
Because now you should be able to see him on the finish line camera, right?
Yeah, just so many people
in the way.
Yeah, standing around. So I think I'm just going to go. This is leading into the finish line. Don't go out of focus. So you can see runners come in toward the finish line. I did do a trivia. I don't know if I already said it, but it's semi-related here. Who is our all-time winningest JV girls basketball coach? I don't know if I said it earlier, but
Yeah, I don't think you did.
But nobody's answering currently.
Our all-time winningest JV girls basketball coach.
Yes. A lot of time went into figuring that out last spring.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time last spring working on girls basketball history.
There's lots of runners coming into the finish line. Again, it's hard for us to tell who is who. But hopefully you see your favorite runner out there. No idea. It does have a connection to the event. So I think even if you weren't at Eastern Hancock, you could maybe figure this out.
Possibly.
Mm-hmm. Let's just go.
Yeah, so I do have confirmation now. It was a timing issue that delayed the start of the girls' race. So they, when I look on our timing system, it still says that the boys' race is in progress, and it looks like they were having problems getting the race to end.
Nobody made a wrong turn in the boys' race.
I don't know about that. There may still be somebody running, but for the most part, it's just
it's in Knightstown.
that'd be really bad. So yeah, the timing system is not got locked up, which I am imagining has something to do with just being out here. There's no internet, and our cell service is actually not great.
No.
Out here by our football and baseball and softball field, our cell service is not good. So I have a feeling that it's probably poor cell service that's causing the delay.
Let's see. I think Miss Johnson has her. I think that's her out there with a dog running around.
I can't see. I'm standing outside.
How many events can you bring your dog to?
At Eastern Hancock, as many as you want.
I guess. Yeah, I guess we could.
We have dogs
everywhere
at the school. If you look on our staff directory, you'll see many of our canine friends.
Still approximately 12 on YouTube, I believe, is our viewers.
My wife is advocating for bringing cats to school, too.
No, I would not like that. I'd be in trouble. I'd be in big trouble.
You'd just be sitting petting the cat all the
my
time.
My voice changes if I'm around the cat.
What if it's hypoallergenic?
I don't know if it'll matter.
I told her it wouldn't be good because she would never get anything accomplished. She'd just be sitting there with letting it, curl up on her lap and never get anything accomplished. What do we got coming up this week? Streaming-wise.
I think it's just Park Tudor.
Yeah, volleyball was away all last week. I think away again all this week.
They have an invitational. Oh, I just went for randomly out of focus. Let's go. figure that out.
Yeah, I think all we have, volleyball was away last week, away all this week, and they host an invitational, Eastern Hancock Invitational next Saturday.
Which I'm finding as I'm now doing volleyball history, that's we have had that invitational for a long time.
Really?
Yes, it's amazing how long we've hosted an invitational. I am not sure how many runners we still have out.
I can't tell from my vantage point.
I'm looking over in the distance.
Yeah, you think normally we're together in the booth, but I have to be outside to fly, so I'm actually not in there where I can see anything.
You can see the screen.
So I can't see.
I wonder if one of these I could. I don't know if you can see.
There we go. Yeah,
Though that's the one I've been looking at the most because
that does help. So 29 minutes in now. I do want to say thank you to 9 Star Connect, our locally owned electrical co-op, for we applied for a grant for my class for this drone that we're using today, and actually my class has used it quite a bit for filmmaking already. We've only had it for about what two weeks now,
Yeah.
3 weeks, and they've used it a ton for filmmaking. And so 9 Star gave us the money for it, and it's been a tremendous addition to help my students out because the quality of product that they're putting out right now has just been amazing. So I want to say thank you to 9 Star.
will charge more than one at a time.
I've got it set to fill one battery before it goes the other.
Yeah, 9 Star's done a lot for us, sponsor-wise and support. We haven't actually done a commercial. We do have a 9 Star commercial, but we don't want to miss any of the race. Maybe we'll do one between the high school and middle school. But we do thank 9 Star and their support. We do have a few runners still over by the softball field coming in. The middle schoolers will line up in a different area.
Yeah, because the middle school runs 3 kilometers instead of 5, so the course is actually different for them.
Nobody answered our trivia, but I'll just give it away. Gary Powers,
Yeah.
who this invitational is named after, is our all-time winningest JV girls basketball coach.
Who's our all-time winningest varsity girls basketball coach?
Who's our all-time winningest?
Yeah.
That's easy.
That would be Dave Poff.
We're closing in here, 31.5 minutes. Hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast. We're not exactly sure how to do a cross-country invitational. We're still trying to figure out how to do a golf match. It is one of our ultimate goals someday is to be able to stream a golf match. And I'm sure it won't be very good.
No,
We just want the challenge of doing it to say we did it.
Yeah, the problem with a golf match is the manpower needed to do it,
Yeah.
and the knowledgeable manpower needed to do it. I mean, you look at our football game last night. it took 5 people to run that broadcast last night, and that's everything being in one location in one spot. So golf, you're looking at a whole lot more.
Yeah, well, I figured it'd take about 10 people to pull it off. One at each hole,
Mm-hmm.
one to run the cameras, and maybe talk. And hopefully more than 10 watching.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
We're definitely more motivated to do these events when we see more people are watching. So if you're watching this, you can share it on Facebook or X, Twitter.
Yeah,
Let people know.
Send out the Facebook or YouTube link to everybody. Let them watch. Now, our middle school program, about to see the middle school boys come up. Our middle school program's been really successful. They won their invitational as a team last week. And actually, the top 2 seeded times are both Royals, Caden Thorne and Rocky Burke. And a couple more not far behind him, and Logan Padgett and Levi Shelley.
Yeah.
We've got Levi in class this year. I like Levi.
Mm-hmm. I have Rocky in class. The Burke boys are always great to have in class.
Yeah, our middle school program, we've got a good feeder program, so numbers are a little thin in the high school right now, but I think both boys and girls, I think you're going to see our cross-country program just continue to grow and grow and grow.
Yeah.
Let's see if they've ever gotten the results figured out. Nope, still says the men's race is in progress.
Huh. One thing I like about cross country is when it doesn't matter what team you're for and whatever. When you get to this point of the race, there's always a lot of people cheering on those runners to finish and supporting each other, even if other schools, as a lot of them are. It's a tough sport.
Mm-hmm.
It is not an easy sport to do.
The one thing I was just thinking, I did not see Eastern Hancock's Riley Williams. She was listed as running today, but I did not see her there at the start line. So if I missed Riley, I apologize greatly. I just didn't see her out there, so I assumed that she was
I don't think
under the
she
weather
was.
or something today.
Yeah.
As you can see, the middle schoolers over there getting warmed up. I see one more girl getting ready to finish. This may be our last runner.
Okay.
And like you said, with cross country, it's such a tough sport that even, it really doesn't matter the time. Like you think about it as I couldn't do what any of these girls did.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to be able to do what any of these middle schoolers do.
Yeah.
So I always like seeing that camaraderie that you get in a sport like cross country. And I don't know if there's another sport that you get that same kind of camaraderie amongst opponents.
Right.
Track and swimming and maybe a little bit, but there's just something about it that makes cross country special.
So is the middle school starting like within the tents there? Is that where they're at?
It looks like it.
Yeah, I see the starters over there with them.
Okay, I'm going to get...
But you don't have as far to go, I think. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go ahead and start it.
Do appreciate the kind comments as we tried. I don't know how well we did, but we gave it a shot. And obviously the drone was a new feature from last year to this year. So we're going to have lots of different angles. I think that we're going to be able to see the start. Go back to. And they're actually going to be running away from us where we're located. We'll switch to the middle school map because well, maybe we will. There. Well, he went ahead and switched to the middle school map. I'm going to reset the clock.
Teams in their huddles here. And again, same teams that we saw on the high school side. I think the only addition, if I remember, was, what did I say, Rushville?
Yeah, I missed it.
Trailblazers Middle School and Rushville, I believe, are the only additions. Lutheran, I'm not sure if they have any middle school runners or not.
And where should be the boys race, middle school boys, right? We're moving to.
Correct.
So we do appreciate, no matter what school you're watching from, share it out there. Like I said, we enjoy doing these, but we enjoy knowing that people are watching, not just us talking to each other. So share it out there and let people know. We've got literally 3 different angles you can watch the start of this race. And then once they get to the east side of campus, we'll probably switch mostly to the drone view. And you can comment on YouTube and Facebook, and we can see it. You can cheer on your favorite school, favorite athlete.
Or your favorite announcers.
I'll be interested to see how many people watched the game last night and are watching this morning. What the crossover is. Looks like we might be getting ready to start, doesn't it?
Looks like it. I want to stick with this zoomed out view to start. Running right into the sun. Still waiting on the start here.
Heard a whistle.
Yep.
Yep.
And they're off.
Move my We're going to follow, like I said, the drone's going to have the best view most of this race. And what a great technology to have to be able to cover a cross-country event like this.
Oh, yeah.
A few years ago, we kind of teased on April Fools of that we were going to purchase a blimp. And this is basically the same thing. Oh,
I zoomed in.
okay. The video froze for a second. I said I was going to do a commercial and I didn't.
You got middle school course is a little different. Just this long straight shot right off the bat.
And they don't quite make it all the way down. They don't quite go all the way down 250 as far.
No, it's
So I literally can't see them at any point till the finish again.
again. I'm kind of focused on the leaders here because we got a nice pack of 4 runners.
Trying to imagine where they're just kind of looping over there, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
In that northeast corner of campus.
And I believe that's Caden Thorne and Rocky Burke 1-2, and Morristown's Jason Tweedy in 3rd right there.
Yeah, I think you're correct.
It's a part you talk about cool technology is this. You can see the icon on the screen, but it follows the runner. The drone does.
Yeah.
So it's actually doing it for me right now. So.
And the best part is it will avoid trees.
It will avoid trees. This is a good breakaway here at the front. I feel like I'm filming the Tour de France right now.
That's one race, dude, that I've thought about that I feel like we used to hear about it all the time, and now I don't ever know when it's going on like I used to. Oh, we lost them. Oh, found them. That was interesting.
Yes, it was.
To see how that drone navigated that. So now they're moving south, now heading toward the west, southwest. I don't know how well you can tell, but there's a pretty good sizable hill over here. Probably the only real true hill on campus that they're getting ready to go up. Our basketball team loves it during conditioning. We have someone cheering on Rylan Grayson for Rushville. There's that hill.
Yep, right there.
Doesn't look as intimidating there as it does on ground level. That's our elementary school they're running by. Let's see that the high school just continued down across that drive. Middle schoolers take a turn and head back at that point. Wonder how much our course has changed through the years of, you know, I imagine it's difficult to figure out the best route. But if anybody's an old cross-country runner.
Yeah, they might be able to tell us.
Yeah. Not old as in age, but old as in you have done it before at Eastern Hancock. Still Caden and Rocky, 1-2.
Tweedy from Morristown still there in third. Trying to get more of the kids.
Yeah, that might be a good spot to watch him run through.
Yep. Just right there.
There's a little hill right there. They have to go up that little culvert.
So I want to talk about the other Royal runners and showcase them. Logan Paget, Levi Shelley. Sure I'm not missing anybody. Wyatt Cox, Aiden Reinhardt, Miles Wheatley, Trevor Smith, Elias Shelley, and Joey Thorne. So again, Royals with a good-sized team here.
It's not out of the ordinary for us to have fifth graders or they're interested. I know there's a couple fifth graders in the girls' race. Coming up on 9 minutes here during this race. Not totally sure of the route on the way back.
Still got a large number of runners coming through here.
Gotta go multi-view just so I can see what is going on. I think you have some runners running along 70.
Okay, I'll head over there.
The leaders are coming. Possibly. Actually, I think the leaders might be closer to the finish than I thought. We'll go multi-view here for a little bit. Did you see what those seat times were? Like what to expect?
I did. You gotta give me a sec.
We're at 10 minutes.
I have to do it on auto so I can tell you the seat times. Caden was 11:43, Rocky 11:55, and Jason Tweedy 11:58.
You almost tracked onto a car on 70.
That wouldn't have been good.
No. You're not tracking right now.
I know.
Okay. I think they're is that first?
That should be first.
Okay.
Where are we at time-wise?
10:43. And Rocky right there behind Caden, pushing each other.
Yeah, Coach Putt was telling me they've been great training partners for each other.
So kick, and looks like Caden's going to finish about 11:21. That's approximate. Rocky 11:27-ish. So congratulations. Get this where we can see lots of different people.
Looks like Tweedy's finishing now.
Oh.
11:57. Oh, there we can see the timer.
Oh, yeah. Did it throw the name up there, too, when they cross?
I don't know. That's what I'm looking at. It appears that it does.
That's pretty cool.
Levi Shelley, 12:23. If only I'd known this in the high school races.
2026 Cross Country Invitational.
Well, and
Write it
again,
down.
that's where the live timing. Normally we would have live results, but having problems with it today.
How far am I off?
13:02, 13:03.
Hey, I'm pretty good.
Strong finish here.
Oh, yeah. $13.42. I don't know. I think we have room for one more camera on our screen.
Next year, 2 drones.
So if you'd like to sponsor EH Sports Network, and we can purchase another.
Yeah, like I said, this drone here has been really cool. My class has been learning a lot about video editing and working on actually getting their licensed to fly the drone.
I wonder where are the timing? Where do they wear the timer? Is it on a shoe? I know it used to be on a shoe. Do you know?
It can be done different ways. Some places don't wear a timer anymore.
Oh, really?
Others do.
Because I remember this would be early 2000s where a runner one time lost because she finished with the wrong foot
Oh yeah.
in a step-by-step race. If had she had it on the other foot, she would have won. And that's, like I said, timing has changed quite a bit since, I guess that would probably about 2005. Who's doing our timing today?
Above and Beyond Timing Company. I believe they've done it the last couple of years. I think they did our track invitational. They do a nice job. And cross country timing, a little bit less involved. You know, track, you've got photo finishes that you've got to try to maneuver, but cross country, you've got so many more athletes in a race that it can be kind of tricky. And you talked about the timers that the runners wear. You can see the camera there on the ladder. It's the official. Timing system. So like they go by the camera when it comes to, like the instance you were talking about 20 years ago, wouldn't happen today because they would then go back to the camera.
Gotcha.
Because it's actually where the runner's chest, where their torso,
Right.
not any other body part. So if your arm crosses, but somebody else's chest crosses, you know, it goes by the torso.
Gotcha.
So I don't see, I'm trying to look, I don't see very many more runners.
The girls are, the middle school girls are lining up, but I'm looking off in the distance, and I'm not seeing.
Okay, I'm going to land and throw a new battery in here if we have one.
We've got one close to full. I just love that. All right. You know what? I haven't seen anybody come by for a minute. We're going to do a commercial. This helped us purchase this drone.
As a 9-Star Connect Electric customer, you're already connected to something powerful. Now, get connected to something even more powerful. High-speed fiber internet in your home. Experience the 9-Star difference. And expert technical support available 24/7, 365 days a year. From powering your home to powering your internet, experience our trusted service in a new way. Make the switch to 9-Star Connect Fiber Internet.
We do not have the times for those. Unfortunately, live timing for us to be able to view that here in the booth is not working. And we have a hard time telling who is who. Currently swapping out the battery for the drone, so we have it for the girls' race. I do not see any runners in the distance, but the starter is standing there as if he's waiting for a runner to finish.
I miss anything?
No. Starter's still, like I said, starter's still waiting for a finisher. Sometimes you'll see someone make a turn around that's the softball, middle school softball field that you're kind of looking at. That's when we usually know the race is finished. Is that they're coming around there? So let's go back, check. So we don't want to miss the beginning of the next race either. We're going to go to another commercial.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Access it is not functioning.
Some reason we were muted. I think I had a 15-second video and a 30-second mute.
Okay.
Like my commercial was, I chose the wrong commercial. So now we're back. So say what you were saying.
Sorry, I was taking off. I said somebody in the chat was asking about times, and unfortunately, we don't have live scoring because our live timing system is down right now. They're having problems. I think they're internet issues, honestly.
I believe the starter's heading over to the middle school girls. And this will be our final race.
Yep. Couldn't ask for better weather. A better day to get started here. As the cross-country season starting to wind down, high school should be getting into sectional time here pretty soon.
Yeah, girls golf is usually one of the first sectionals, and then after that it's usually cross country is pretty early as well.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Someone answered. I think you said we're AB timing?
Above and beyond timing, yes.
Yeah. So abtiming.com.
Mm-hmm.
Someone was helping someone out to how to find the results.
I was on their website. Didn't see it, so. They're doing PDF. You can go there and download a PDF that has the results. So the boys, overall team champ, Hagerstown, Wisdom Builders in second, Purdue Polytech, Inglewood in third, Anderson Prep fourth, Alexandria fifth. And individual winners for the high school boys, John Berger won with the time of 17:31 for Wisdom Builders. Eric Metzger-Pearson was second for Purdue Polytech. Zach Logston third for Hagerstown. Hayden Pruitt fourth for Hagerstown. Jude Johnson fifth for Wisdom Builders. If you're looking for Royals, Austin Hewer went in 1955. He finished 11th. That's what I'm missing. Davis Decker finished 31st with a 22:20. Solomon Wagner, 25:23, I believe, is a new PR for him. So, good job for Solomon. On the girls' side, Wisdom Builders was the team champ. Hagerstown second, Purdue Poly third. Kana Du Bois from Wisdom Builders. I had that wrong. I apologize to her. She wins the overall with a 21:05. Sydney Johnson second. Annabelle Carlo from Purdue Poly in third. Catherine Martin from Knightstown in fourth. We look back. Kaylee Swan was 14th with a 24:44 for the Royals.
Our starter is moving.
Okay, sorry, I was.
Yeah, I just wanted you to be aware. I will say we had, I know last year during this, we had a few parents that were out on the campus that were pulling up the stream to watch runners on the other side of campus.
Hey, that's a lot better than having to try to chase them.
Yes. I don't know if anybody's doing that to this morning, but I know that happened last year where they could watch the stream, and they were here.
Should be getting ready to get started any minute now. Maybe.
Yeah, they just confirmed it. That one in the chat is here and watching.
Oh, nice. How about this? Next year we have a drone on every runner so that every parent can watch their.
They can choose which angle they want.
Yes.
Interactive, on demand.
No, we just have 50 streams going at once. Is that a no?
That's a no.
So as the race is underway here.
I was trying to get the other camera in a position that it'll be in most of the race. You're doing all the work. following people around, especially in the middle school race here.
I just can't look. I can't fly and look at the roster to see where we're at. So,
And I'm not. I know it's gonna sound. We have the team in green. Who would be green?
I'm not sure who would be green here.
Either that or I'm not able to distinguish green and blue. I know we have Morristown here. There's a couple in yellow in front.
I don't think that's Morristown. It looks like Alexandria.
Alexandria. Yep. We're basically relying on the screen, what we can see. We're going to swap over to all you. This is one of those type of things as a parent, you can just bring your lawn chair and you can sit wherever you want.
Yep.
You're not restricted to a bleachers or stands. If you don't like your seat, it's your own fault. No obstructed views.
You know what I do miss though in cross country? You don't get the parents that encourage the official as much as they do in basketball and football.
That is true.
You never hear call it both ways
Yes.
in a cross country meet.
You're right. There haven't been too many unsportsmanlike, I would think, infractions in cross country. Nearly had a crash there as a spectator ran in front of the runners.
I'm trying to pull up the who we're looking at here. So it may be Morristown because Morristown has all the best seed times, but that look like Alexandria jerseys. But Joe Kuhn, Bailey Willard, and Lizzie Adkins for Morristown have the 3 fastest seed times, followed by Jody Mahan from Rushville. So I'm not sure on the again, I can't quite tell from here. It looks like Alexandria jerseys, but Alexandria's runners do not have times.
Gotcha.
So
It could be.
it could be them.
Find any Royals?
I did. Let me.
All right.
Look right there. I can't tell who that is.
Oh. Let me pull up.
And we have in the meet today, we have Emma Wellborn, Emma Taylor, Kaylin Jenkins, Kate Ellsbury, Ava Byer, Ava Burnett. That's the entries for the Royals. Can you identify them?
I'm trying to. My eyesight's already bad enough. I'm trying to pull up the website. I don't want to misidentify. I could probably identify the 5th graders. It's a couple of my daughter's friends. This is our final race of the morning. I think it's gone pretty well.
I think so too.
Heading over there by the elementary playground. Boy, he's getting that maneuvered here.
I was just trying to refine the leaders.
That's the course. Large screen. Oh, they're over there on the lower right-hand corner of the map. They're getting ready to make a turn back and, head to back where they came from there. Gonna come up this hill. This is usually...
The top two have really set a big gap back to third and fourth.
That's a good spot where we can see them.
That's what I was going to sit here for a minute.
Hopefully you can identify your favorite runner. Seven minutes and 45 seconds into this race. Surprising to see. It looks like there's some water in that.
I know. We haven't had any rain, although it looks like it's going to rain this week, so we need it. A couple of Royal runners.
I just don't want to misidentify.
I understand. I don't have them in class, so I can't.
And I only have, actually, I don't have any of them in class. I have had them in class, some of them, but I don't currently.
And we said it during the high school races. We could get in a little closer, but we're trying to not interfere with the race.
We don't want them to know we're here.
Yeah, basically that's kind of it. We don't want them to know that we're up here.
They have other things to be thinking about than what is that thing flying up there.
Results from the middle school boys race. Eastern Hancock wins as a team. Alexandria second. Morristown third. Knightstown fourth. Rushville fifth.
There's Kate Ellsbury coming through. There's one I can identify. Sorry.
Oh, that's good. Who was the runner that they were asking about in the chat?
Rylan Grayson. Benjamin Rush.
Rylan Grayson ran 14 minutes and 43 seconds.
All right.
He's a seventh grader. One of the top finishing seventh graders, so good for him. I'm going to go back around and try to find the leaders. I think that's them right there.
Yep. Okay, what's painted on the field there? Is that an elementary game? Is that a capture the flag field?
It looks like something that
Flag
our
football?
elementary gym teacher, Mr. Mike Dawson, probably put out there.
Well, the lines are painted very straight.
Well, I'm assuming we had the robot do it.
Wow, you can just program it to do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Technology. So if I wanted an EH in my yard,
Well, that's what paints the EH on the field here.
yeah, the white part. I think they do the blue and
Yeah, they do the white outline, and then we do blue by hand.
I'm going to switch multi-view. I think we're going to see them come in the view here. Yeah, I'm not sure what other camera angle we would want, but I think we could put one where the map is on our multi-view. I just don't know where we could successfully have a good image.
Yeah, I'm not sure what would be a better.
So when we get down to this point, as we have our finisher, 12:30ish.
12:30 and 12:31. That was, I believe it said Willard, which Bailey Willard and Joe Kuhn had the top 2 seed times for Morristown. So that probably was Kuhn there as well. And both of them significantly faster than similar to their seed times. Do you want me to stay here, or do you want me to go back and watch them? This we can see their time.
Right. I think that's,
Or should I
or we
turn-
can see who it is.
Or do you want me to turn? Yeah, you may turn back and get closer to where you can see their face.
Well, we have one that they're leading up to that area that you can probably see their face. So I think right there is probably a good way to finish. They can see their name and their time.
Haley Young, Hannah Jordan in 7th. I can't read that one because it's going in and out of focus.
They can see them coming up to that area. So the top left is the finish. The top right is leading up to the finish. And the bottom left is after they finish.
Sammy Kuhn in 9th.
Lots of runners coming in right now. See how quick you can read.
Ava Byer, 10th. Kyra Dyer, 11th. Ava Barnett. Could not read those two, sorry. They were neck and neck.
They need to take turns.
Kaylee Dyer, Evie Lassar. Hey, there's Aaron Spalding, our athletic director, over there by the trailer.
Huh?
Hadley Bell.
Another flurry coming in.
Okay. Mia Kuhn. As we're approaching 16 minutes now. Grace Jordan. Abigail, her name gets cut off. I can't see it. Sorry. India Cower. Maggie Schultz. Kate Buchanan. Is that Alyssa Simpson? I couldn't. Those ones went too quick. I couldn't see them.
I have it. I have you on the. There's Kate Ellsbury, Eastern Hancock. I have it on. Not multi-view, just your camera.
Okay, Emma Taylor was there. Is that Farrah Belt? I apologize if I'm misreading names. I'm.
You're reading it on a phone screen.
Yes.
I actually have a bigger screen, but
Doing the best I can. Katie something. Sorry.
yeah.
Ellie Pearson. We're now past 17 minutes.
Trying to watch. Yep. 17:33. A few runners over by the softball field.
India Singh. Is that Rayleigh Ritchie? Bailey. It may have been Bailey. I couldn't see if it was a B or an R from this distance. And to give you an idea of how, this is how far away we actually are from that.
I actually was just looking out the window to see if I could see it, and I don't.
Yes, that's where we actually are. Leda Keller. Now 19 minutes.
Dwayne House there. Famous Eastern Hancock.
Photographer.
Yep. Takes great pictures of Royal runners and other athletes.
Alice Humphrey.
I think the Royals runners have gotten so used to Dwayne that they will, when they see him, sometimes they'll give him a little pose as they run by.
Got a couple. I think we have a couple Royals finishing right here. Maybe no, maybe those are not. Look like I think they may have been Anderson Prep uniforms.
Well, we're got to be getting close.
I don't see anybody else over by the softball field. I see a lot of people coming back over this way, so.
Good crowd.
Yeah.
Just it's hard to tell because they're just so spread out. If they were all in the same area, it would be a large gathering.
And I
You
don't
could tell.
see any more runners.
All right.
So I'd say we got them all.
We'll probably focus in on the awards area with the camera, and then we'll begin packing up. And I don't know, we can't hear anything from the awards, so I'm not sure if we'll stick with it super long.
I don't see the awards area.
It's usually right by it's that corner tent at the fence. Yeah, right there. But I'm going to see if I can see it from this angle. And there we go. And we'll probably mute here. And like I said, leave this camera up while we pack some things up. And if you have anything else.
I do not. Other than I'm trying to get a cool shot of the flag here.
No, well, let me go to it. I'm not on it.
I'm not there yet.
Okay, well, tell me when you are. I think Leo the Lion got a little hot. I imagine it would be a little toasty as the sun came up. I've not seen him since early.
No, that's my.
Oh,
I thought that was a cool looking shot there.
Yeah, I got it now.
Along with my low battery warning. All right, let's fly back here. Thank you. So.
All right.
All right.
I think we're going to mute, and I want to thank everybody for joining us. And we may just give you some shots around the campus here as we're waiting for the awards as we start to pack up. And I think it was overall a pretty good broadcast.
I think so too. I thank you guys again for tuning in, and join us next time as our next broadcast will be taking on Park Tudor in football next Friday night.
Yeah.
Royals looking to get back to 500 on the season.
All right. Thanks for joining us.